I did not text him. Nora said it like she was already defending herself.
Miles answered, half awake. Okay, then why are you calling me at midnight?
Because I posted one story from Putt Planet. Tessa watched it at 10:47, and by 11:18, Caleb's summer highlight was gone.
Miles went quiet. Say that again, he said.
The view is not the weird part. The missing highlight is. Nora and Caleb had not spoken in 52 days. Not a dramatic no-contact thing with blocked numbers and public quotes. Worse than that. Clean silence. The kind where both people act mature and one person checks Instagram until their stomach hurts. They had lasted 5 months, if you could call it lasted. Caleb never called her his girlfriend. He also kept a toothbrush at her apartment and once drove 40 minutes because she said the rain made her sad. That kind of almost relationship. Hard to explain. Harder to grieve. Their first real date was at a neon mini-golf place in East Austin called Putt Planet. Bad carpet, blue lights, a broken windmill on hole 7. Caleb took a blurry photo of Nora holding the scorecard, laughing because she had beaten him by 12. He never posted Nora, but for months he kept that night inside a public highlight called Summer. Then Tessa appeared. Tessa was not officially introduced. She was the girl in the passenger seat reflection, the second coffee on a table, the laugh behind the camera. Public enough to sting, private enough for Caleb to deny if anyone asked. So when Nora walked past the closed Putt Planet sign on a Thursday night, she posted it. No face, no caption about Caleb. Just the dark building, the old neon letters, and a small text line. Some places look louder when they're empty.
Nora.
I know.
You wanted him to see it.
I wanted him to remember it.
That is the same neighborhood.
She did not argue because he was right. At 10:47, Tessa watched the story. Not Caleb. Tessa.
A story view can mean anything. She could have tapped through. Someone could have sent it. She could just be curious.
I know that.
Do you?
I know one view means nothing. That's why I didn't call you at 10:47.
Then what happened at 11:18?
Nora sent him the screenshots. The first one showed Caleb's profile earlier that week. 4 highlights across the top. Work, food, summer, and a little lightning emoji. The summer cover was the mini-golf scorecard, cropped so tight you could only see the pencil and the bright pink number 12. The second screenshot was from 11:18. Summer was gone. Not renamed, not moved, gone from the visible row. Then, at 11:26, a new highlight appeared with the same date range buried inside it. The cover was not the scorecard anymore. It was a streetlight. Empty, neutral, safe.
That is annoying.
Annoying?
I am trying not to say insane.
Nora laughed once, but it came out sharp.
Okay, still, we do not know why he changed it.
I know.
We do not know if Tessa said anything.
I know.
We do not know if Caleb even saw your story.
I know, Miles. I am not saying I know. I am saying the order is ugly. That part mattered, not certainty. Order. Nora becomes visible. Tessa watches. Caleb removes the old public memory. Caleb brings the memory back with a colder cover. Same date range, different emotional surface. The next morning made it worse. At 9:12, Tessa posted her own story with the Putt Planet location tag. The place was closed, had been closed for weeks. The photo was not even really of the building. It was the sidewalk outside, a takeout bag, and the edge of a man's sleeve cropped at the wrist. Nora zoomed in before she could stop herself.
Do not tell me you matched the sleeve.
It was the green jacket.
Nora.
I know how that sounds.
It sounds like you are letting Instagram run a crime scene in your head.
Maybe, but why use that location the morning after my story?
Miles did not answer right away.
Because that was the problem. The question had weight, even if the answer was not clean. The safe version was simple. Tessa saw a public story. Caleb's public profile changed after that. Tessa posted a public location tag the next morning. Those are visible things. They do not prove a fight. They do not prove Caleb misses Nora. They do not prove Tessa is threatened. They do not prove anything private happened. But they do show pressure around a shared memory.
You are asking the wrong question.
What question am I asking?
Does he still care?
Nora went quiet.
The better question is what changes when you become visible.
That was the line that finally slowed her down, because a single story view is weak. People tap, people lurk, people get bored, people check X's they do not want back. But a timed cluster is different. A viewer appears, a highlight changes, a cover gets cleaned up, a location gets restaged, and the same romantic artifact moves through 3 public surfaces in less than 12 hours. That is not a confession, it is a pattern, and a pattern still needs boundaries.
This is where a tool can help, but only if you use it correctly.
What does that mean?
It means you do not use it to invent a story you want. You use it to organize what is actually visible. Story viewers, timestamps, highlight changes, location tags, caption edits, repeated clusters. Synapse AI can help you read the quieter pattern layer behind IG profile signals. It cannot tell you what Caleb feels. It cannot show secret profile visitors. It cannot break privacy, and it definitely cannot turn jealousy into proof.
Nora stared at the message box where she had already typed, "Did you delete Summer because of me?" It looked pathetic now, not because the pattern was meaningless, because the pattern was not a conversation. By lunch, Caleb's profile looked clean. The neutral streetlight highlight stayed. Tessa's story expired. No message came from Caleb. The whole thing ended the way these things usually end online, with enough evidence to disturb you and not enough honesty to free you. Nora deleted the text. Then she muted Caleb and Tessa for 7 days.
That might be the first sane thing you have done all night.
The highlight still disappeared.
Yeah, he said. It told you something.
What?
That your visibility still changes the room, but you do not have to walk back into it.
One view is noise. A timed public change is information. A repeated sequence is a pattern. But information is not a confession, and a pattern is not a promise. If you want to read the quieter pattern layer behind your IG profile signals, explore Synapse AI.